Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Lee Pitts Live, the award-winning, right here on a Wink. We're on My TV. We're on the CW. We're everywhere. In fact, that's where you see the All-American Social Security Disability LLC commercial. Got close.
Got close. You're getting closer and closer with each iteration.
Go
but
ahead.
All America Social Security Disability Representation LLC.
Left out that representation. We have just witnessed history.
Yes.
We have two good friends here. We witnessed the naming of Barton Street to Joe North Way, and that's where Joe North, attorney, the senator of Dunbar, grew up. Right here in the heart of the African American community. We're on the Dunbar High School property, and it intersects right here at Edison Avenue. It's it was all meant to be, people. Just couldn't have written a better script. We have right here a candidate for State House.
State House, yes.
Howard Sapp.
Yes, sir.
More publicity.
Appreciate it.
Good luck in your race coming up.
Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it.
What are you hearing out there on the street?
I'm hearing it as far as the voting. Voting is going well. Getting a lot of support, and that's greatly appreciated. So, however, just get out and vote. But we're certainly getting a lot of support on votes.
Got that place for your party Tuesday night?
Yes, we getting it ready to go.
There you go.
Very good.
So, gentlemen, let's get y'all to give us a little bit of insight on the man, Joe North.
Okay.
We'll start off with you, Jeff. You've known him for a long time. He mentioned you in his speech, I guess. Did you grow up on Barton Street as well?
I grew up on Toll Street, the street over.
Okay.
We grew up, and I've known Joe since he was a baby. The inside joke of bottler, I'm not going to share that. I'll leave that to him to share. But I've known him, his family, for many years. Probably 55, 60 years.
Okay.
That I've known he and his family. Great guy. I think this is well deserved. Something you said earlier during your while you were giving your words is that this is indeed an auspicious occasion.
Yes.
It truly is. The dignitaries from the community, even at large, came out to honor Joe. Well-deserved honor, Joe North Way.
We got you, Joe. Tell us your insight on the man, one Joe North, and what he is, how he might touch your life or some people you know over the years.
Joe North, he's a great friend, great brother. I've known Joe since high school. So that goes back some years, and we've actually competed together. He went to one high school, I went to another, and track and that type of thing. So, we're always out there competing and talking, but just down through the years have remained, friends. And whenever I see him, it's always a great brotherly embrace. And just knowing him and just knowing the personality that he has, and I think even as you had said, even giving your remarks, just the humility of, such a person as Joe, it's such an honor.
Yeah. He's the only attorney that I know in Southwest Florida, and certainly in the city of Fort Myers, that has a street name for him. What does that say about him as a businessman, a credible lawyer, and all the things that go with that, Jeff?
Well,
Hold on. The Godfather of Dunbar.
The interesting thing, a lot of thought and consideration and deliberation goes into naming a street after someone. You have to vet their character, their background. You essentially have to be able to vouch for this person that they are who not only you say that they are, but who the public believes that they are, and looking beyond who they think of themselves as, because the validation comes from the public. Because the last thing one wants to do is put up a sign and find out later that this person isn't worthy and have to tear that sign down. And so I think we have the assurance that Joe North Way will stay there indefinitely, simply because he is a man that is truly a man of character, a principled individual, a great friend, a brilliant attorney, a heck of a community activist and philanthropist. So he deserves that. We have that assurance that Joe North Way will be there. There won't be a scandal to bring down Joe North Way.
Howard, we've seen streets being named in the past many times just for athletes and things of that nature. And we certainly haven't seen this type of pomp and circumstance. Such a wonderful day. Even had a drone up there shooting down on this. I'm like, what's going on up there, you know? But when you were sitting out there observing everything that was taking place, what was going through your mind?
I look at the purpose and the reason and the street and the honor. Then I look at the person. And you cannot come through the community without seeing the hands of Joe North.
Right.
Because I think that from even just the honor of the street, which is great, what he does for the community had nothing to do with the street. It came from his heart. It came from what he believed that he wanted to accomplish and help and reach out into the community. And he's touched many, many lives, you know, in the community and even beyond. So again, I just look at the person, and I just look at, you can't come through, you know, this community without seeing the hand and the heart of Joe North.
And as I said at the outset, this is the largest African-American community in Southwest Florida, and certainly minority community. He's a successful African-American law firm, one of the most successful law firms in the country, yet he places his nail, his pitchfork down in the grounds of the community that he grew up in.
Yes.
What does that say?
Again, that just shows his heart, and that shows his love for the community. That shows it in spite of everything. And what some people think that you have to leave to be successful, he came home and was successful. And he showed that, and I think that that says a lot to even a lot of the younger people that are coming up. You don't have to leave an area to be successful just because you see others go to certain places and be successful. That drive has to come from within, you know, and that has to come from your heart, and I think that that's what he's shown.
That question certainly will go well with the godfather of Dunbar, bringing in that racial component and the misconception as well that we have about the community. And for him to value his community means volume, price.
Yeah, it does. You know, and the thing about it is that one of the things, Dunbar High School, it is in the heart of the Dunbar community. It is named after Paul Lawrence Dunbar, a black man. So to have a street coming up into a street named after an educated, successful black man that is community centric, and the name of his street leads up into the name of a black school named after a historic black figure. I think there's nothing.
Right.
It's magical. It was like it was predestined to be. So, and also with respect to the racial aspect of it, I think the community knows, not only the city of Fort Myers, the state of Florida, but the nation knows that Paul Lawrence Dunbar High School produces great scholars of every race, creed, and color.
Yes.
And so there are just as many African American scholars here as there are white kids and Asian kids. So this is a diverse school, and it's nice to see that we have a school full of diversity that is named after a historic black figure, and they have to come to the school down Joe North Way, a local legendary figure.
Unbelievable.
That is huge.
Well, gentlemen, you guys couldn't have put a better bow on an auspicious occasion as we witness looking into that wonderful jewel box of Joe North Way naming ceremony.
Yes.
And all of these people who came out,
Yes.
and the sun just set in the right place that they could be in the shade. You couldn't have scripted it any kind of way. Hollywood would have just thrown that script out.
You know, it's interesting. The sun rises on Joe North Stadium and sets on Joe North Way.
That's all right.
So remember, Miami might have the oranges. No. I don't gotta do that yet. Final comments to Joe.
Love you. You've been a true friend, inspiration to many. We thank you for all that you do in the community, all that you will do, And we thank you also for the legacy, because we know that the junior senator is coming up after you and will continue that legacy.
Words from the godfather of Dunbar. Final comments to Joe.
Final comments to Joe. My brother, love you, greatly appreciate you. It's an honor to serve next to you in the community. And to you and your wife, dinner's on us.
There you go.
Very good.
Joe, there's a saying. If you're not here after what you're supposed to be here after, you're going to be here after you're supposed to be gone.
Amen.
So, Joe, you were here in this community after what you were supposed to be here after, and you left a legacy along the way, and there's much more to come, as you would say.
And that's coming from the mouth of Lee Pitts, the erudite, the chancellor, the scholar.
I know you guys like that, so let's try it again with me, fellas. If you're not here after,
if you're not here after,
what you're supposed to be here after,
what you're supposed to be here after,
you're going to be here after,
you're going to be here after,
you're supposed to be gone.
you're supposed to be gone.
With that being said, Miami might have the oranges, but Joe Northway has got the
juice.
It's branded, people. Peace.
Lee Pitts Live is a Lee Pitts Enterprise production.
Hello, everybody. This is Lee. I'm so glad that you watched that particular show. And if you enjoyed that show, we got other shows like that. Just subscribe to our YouTube channel. Watch Lee Pitts Live on demand anytime. And also hit us up on all our social media platforms. Just type in Lee Pitts Live, and there you go.